Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Mahomes going to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They run, Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Down by Blake Martinez.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Cook. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 37 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, it's probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Former Viking star, it's Herschel Walker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run the counter. It's Walker. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Brady. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Giants nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. He's going to get this one down to Cook. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's taken. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the return here will go to the straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Pass on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. shotgun now for Brady. It's complete to Valentine. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the gun, Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From midfield, here's Brady. He's going to look downfield for Barkley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action, now it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Rod Woodson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Completes it to the fullback Ham. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They run the counter. It's Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Trying the power game with Ham. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kickball pass is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Eagles went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brady. Open man, it's Jeremy Shockey. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And a Giants first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Forced it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Mahomes now to throw. Pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Brady now on 1st down. Before getting this inside the 30. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Today's final.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,